Just want to say thank you for joining me today. Okay, so let me preface this by saying not all, okay? Because I know the all police is out there, but some or just based on what I've seen. So you got to remember before I get into this, my mother remarried my stepfather. He's a white guy. They were married for over 20 some years. Also, my sister dates interracially. I'm in a predominantly white neighborhood, affluent white neighborhood, and of course, I'm around a lot of white people as far as working things like that. So I do get to see different aspects of what I'm talking about in this video, but not all, but some people have racist beliefs, okay? Even though they're with somebody of a different race, okay? So this is pretty much specifically what I'm talking about is usually when black women are with white guys, some of the things that I see. So a lot of times they still feel that these women are beneath them, okay? Now, don't get me wrong. I've seen where white guys or whatever and black women, okay, they're a power couple. They do well together. There's mutual respect there. Everybody is not hung up on that dynamic. But there's a lot of times where it's just the opposite, okay? So I just want to get that out, whether it's misogyny, just men feeling like they're over women anyway, or the simple fact that this is a white man with a black woman or whatever, those views still do exist. And a lot of times, the second thing that I want to say is some males actually resent the fact that their race may not accept them. And they feel like something about them or something about you reminds them of the fact that they weren't really embraced in their own race. I don't know if this makes sense, but what I'm trying to say is I know that in some of the cases that I've seen, it was a severely obese white man with a black woman with kids, okay? That was a situation that I was raised in, whatever and stuff. So even though these guys don't say that, a lot of times they resent the feeling that they can't do better. All right, at the time or whatever, and vice versa. Sometimes women will resent the fact that maybe they're not desired in their own race, so they'll go to another race. So, what I mean by that is, for instance, I have a friend or whatever, and he married a white woman, okay, and he's been married for this woman to this woman like 20 some years. And when he would complain, he would say things like, "Oh, me and my wife don't even, have sex or whatever stuff. All she wants me for is because she gets to stay home and I go out here and I do the work." He was a handyman. So he didn't keep a regular job or whatever. He was always like finding, little knickknacks and odds and ends to bring into the household because she had everything pretty much up under her name or whatever. So she was going through like the county, whatever, welfare, hood, all of these programs and everything. So he couldn't work a regular job. And so what he told me was that he wanted to be with black women, but black women didn't find him attractive. And they wouldn't work with him or whatever because of the situation that he was in. So what he did a lot of times was he's still married to her and he would say, "Oh, I'm here because of my child. I'm here because of my daughter." So it's like now that the daughter is grown or whatever, there's no excuse. So he still continues to, play around on his wife or whatever. But that was the basis of him saying his own race didn't want him, so he went to a different race, okay? I didn't say these things. I'm just telling you what people have told me. So a lot of times, yeah, people feel like they're not good enough and they have resentment towards that, or they look at you like you're a reminder of them not feeling good enough within themselves. Okay, so they may take out that treatment on you and vice versa. All right, another thing that I noticed too is if a male feels like he's rescued a woman out of a bad situation, he feels like she owes him her life, okay? So, for instance, it's kind of like this pimp mentality or whatever. Like, let's say, for instance, a pimp finds a runaway, okay? She's been getting, abused in all different kind of ways or whatever. He might find her with dirty clothes or whatever, but he'll see that she has a nice body or, something like that. So he'll come to her like, "Okay, well, I can help you or whatever and get you, up on your feet and stuff or whatever." but you're going to have to do something for me. Now, a lot of times it doesn't start off like that, but that's what it ends up being. So this guy spruces this chick up or whatever, rescues her out of an abusive relationship. I notice a lot of times women will be in bad relationships and the man has to come and rescue them. That's usually the dynamic that I see in a lot of different relationships, because it makes a man feel like not only is he able to have more say so or whatever and get more submission out of her because she can't do any better at the moment, but also he has all the leverage where she really doesn't have any. Okay, so it's like she owes him for the rest of her life. So this pimp is gonna clean this chick up or whatever, stuff like that, get her looking better, feeling better, but she's still gonna have to go out there and sleep with these different dudes for money. Well, it's kind of like these guys will build these women up or whatever, and then after a while they'll just completely pull back. Some guys have actually quit their jobs to sit back and live in their femininity while these women get up and go to work every single day. Okay, and the guy will always throw it up in her face, well, if it wasn't for me doing this, or you're not going to be able to live here unless you do this and that, or I did this for you all this time, you can do this for me. So a lot of times women will find themselves in that situation. But what I also want to say is a lot of people in interracial relationships, and people don't like to talk about this, but they take more out of somebody in a different race than they would somebody in their own race. Okay, and everybody is not getting with people simply because they like this person treats them good and they get along and stuff. No, people are with people for different reasons. Sometimes it's strictly survival. They don't really want to be with this person, they don't really care about this person, but this person has resources or access to things that they probably couldn't get on their own. So there's a lot of different reasons. And yes, there's people that actually genuinely love who they're with. There's people that actually just want to try, different things. I'm not talking about those types of situations. I'm talking about when people specifically get with people of a different nationality or a different race to exploit what they think would give them the most benefits. All right. So that's just what I've seen and my opinion. But yeah, I'm going to wrap this up, make this a real quick video. If you're feeling where I'm coming from, make sure that you subscribe, because I'm very vulnerable in the way that I talk about the things that I've seen or things that I've lived through, okay? And I understand everybody is not going to agree. But if that's the case, then that's okay. I don't mind you disagreeing with me. Just be respectful about it, okay? There's nothing wrong with people having differences of opinion. If you do like hauls, reviews, me singing a cappella, make sure you check out my other channel, Real Life Home Review. Okay, thank you for being here. Subscribe. That helps the channel grow. We're doing really good. A lot of people are coming here for the content. And yeah, bye for now.